The 2024 U.S. election has set the stage for major changes in the global economy. With Donald Trump's victory, markets are already feeling the impact. From currency fluctuations to trade tensions, what can we expect next for the world's financial landscape? Trump's election win has already caused ripples across the financial markets. One of the most immediate reactions, a surge in the U.S. dollar. Following his victory, the dollar soared by 1.65%, while the euro dropped nearly 2%, reaching its lowest point since June. The British pound also weakened by over 1%,
And
continuing
so
a
the
downward
other currency you want to
trend
keep on your
since
radar
August.
screen is the Mexican
Even the
peso.
Japanese yen lost ground
Well,
against
let's
the
go
dollar.
exactly.
These shifts are a direct result of investor expectations about the new administration's economic policies. But what exactly are investors anticipating? A major focus is on trade policy, specifically Trump's aggressive stance on tariffs. Trump has long viewed tariffs as a tool for boosting the U.S. economy, protecting American jobs, and raising revenue. During his previous term, tariffs were aimed at specific countries like China or industries such as steel. With the potential for more tariffs, supply chain disruptions, and a shift towards protectionism, the road ahead for global markets could be bumpy. Investors will need to keep a close eye on how these policies unfold in the coming months. The world's economy is at a crossroads. Trump's victory marks the beginning of what could be a new era of trade policies. Whether it leads to a boom in the U.S. economy or sparks a global trade war, the impact will be felt for years to come. But now, Trump's proposal is much broader. During his campaign, he pledged to impose a 10% to 20% tax on all foreign goods. This could send shockwaves through the global economy, potentially raising prices for consumers and disrupting supply chains worldwide. The potential impact of these tariffs could be far-reaching. For example, the 25% tariff Trump has proposed on Mexican imports, aimed at curbing illegal migration, could hurt Mexico's economy and the value of the peso. The peso has already hit its lowest level in 2 years, and these tariffs would likely deepen the strain on Mexico's economy, particularly as it remains one of the U.S.'s largest trading partners. China, too, is bracing for a potential trade war. In fact, China's exports surged by 12.7% in October, well above forecasts, likely in anticipation of Trump's tariffs. Factories rushed to ship goods to the U.S. and Europe before any new taxes were imposed. But China's not alone. Other countries that rely heavily on exports to the U.S. could also face challenges. If tariffs escalate, the global supply chain could suffer, leading to higher prices for consumers and slower economic growth worldwide. But there's more at stake. If the U.S., the world's largest economy, embraces protectionism, it could encourage smaller economies to follow suit, creating a wave of protectionism could spark a broader trade war, with countries across the world implementing their own tariffs and trade barriers in retaliation. The results? Increased costs for businesses, inflation for consumers, and a slowdown in global economic growth. This is where the future of the global economy gets uncertain. While Trump's trade war rhetoric was a hallmark of his first term, the impact of these policies now could be far-reaching and unpredictable. Nothing is certain, but what we do know is that the global markets are highly sensitive to U.S. trade policies. If Trump follows through with his protectionist agenda, we could see a significant shift in how nations approach trade, investment, and growth. As the world's largest economy takes a more isolationist stance, other nations may be forced to rethink their own trade relationships. Smaller economies, in particular, could face tough choices about whether to align with the U.S. or seek new markets. With the potential for more tariffs, supply chain disruptions, and a shift towards protectionism, the road ahead for global markets could be bumpy. Investors will need to keep a close eye on how these policies unfold in the coming months. The world's economy is at a crossroads. Trump's victory marks the beginning of what could be a new era of trade policies. Whether it leads to a boom in the U.S. economy or sparks a global trade war, the impact will be felt for years to come. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.